All the facts are coming out, and ladies and gentlemen, know this, more is coming. But it is poetic justice, I believe, that the fight to reclaim America starts today, where America was attacked at ground zero. To announce the creation of a bold and new citizen army, a stateside fighting force of we the people. We're here to begin a new civil and human rights movement that upholds what we know is good and true. But first, we as a nation must do some profound searching of our souls. What has happened here? How did we allow this to go on so long unchecked? Why is it that what others want for us is so instantly better than what we feel and know is beautiful and good? Are we so beaten down by criticism and self-doubt that we've lost sight of the difference between good and evil? No! Why are we so willing to relinquish what our founders conceived in brilliance and in liberty, to replace it with what? With what? A system of unparalleled injustice and brutality and barbarism that preys on the weak. Shall we sacrifice our rights on the altar of someone else's lust for control and power? Shall we jettison our values to appease a reign of terror abroad and a corrupt ruling class at home? Shall we trade this beautiful land of the free for dictatorship? Shall we give away the home of the brave for Sharia beatings, torture, gang rapes, forced child marriages, throat cutting, mutilation of young girls, beheading, hanging, torture of gays, torture of dissidents, torture of women, torture of children, hanging of apostates, and hanging and torture and slaughter of those who dare to raise up their heads and whisper, no. For this, we're going to trade over 2 centuries of liberty and opportunity and justice and charity and a sense of fair play and God's grace? No. For what? For the instant gratification of acceptance at an Upper West Side cocktail party with the editors of the New York Times? Is that why we're not standing up for the cushy comfort of sitting with those folks? Are we to give up all we have and all we are and all we were meant to be for the appeasement of 2-bit boys? Shall we? Let me hear you. Shall we sacrifice our rights on the altar of someone else's lust for control and power? Can we not find the strength within us to push back against what we know is barbaric and evil? Ladies and gentlemen, there is no other path. Now, today, at this moment, this is the time for all of us here and across America to unite, join hands and say that not there but here is where we have the bright and shining miracle on a hill. That this is what we believe in, and for this we shall stand. I'm here today to reach out to every American to say that if you are thinking what I am thinking, and if you are feeling as I feel, that you will stand up with us and mobilize in every one of the 50 states, not 57 states, Mr. President. And I hate to disappoint you, but we're not a Sharia nation quite yet. And ladies and gentlemen, when you are told to accept things that you know are wrong, I know that you will say, I will not be moved. When you are told to keep quiet or pressured to keep your ideas and opinions to yourself, you will say, no, I shall now speak. When you are told by elected officials that you are un-American, you will say to them, no matter how many billions of dollars they have, hey pal, you work for me. And may I respectfully suggest that you get that banana out of your ear and start listening to the people. When you are told it is fine to comply with Sharia law, and that America is Sharia compliant, as Imam Rauf of this mosque has told us, you will step forward and say, we know what this is. We know what you are. We are not fooled. And we also are not impressed with the Armani suit, and even less impressed with your circle and friends. We shall not comply. We shall not be moved. When you are told to accept, as equal to our own, a system of values and social mores that is harsh and cruel, you will stand up across the country and proclaim, I'm sorry, Imam, hear this. Sharia is not good for women and other living things. Today is day one of the American Reclamation Movement. We're going to throw off the shackles of self-censorship and censorship by others, and we will not be moved because we are Americans. We must admit that things are very much out of order, and we must take on the task of protecting our freedom without self-doubt and without apology. And because I know I'm speaking to Americans, I know that you understand that even before today, the need to reclaim the values of our Judeo-Christian civilization and of the America we cherish, this has been in our minds of hearts. And I know that in every state, every county and city and town and village and hamlet, and right in your own backyard, you will stand up for truth. And you will travel beyond your comfort zone to lead, or you will gladly follow. And you will speak out in a voice that is clear and strong and confident. You will stand up against evil and barbarism. You will join hands and stand firm and not be fooled by the tricksters and the liars like Imam Rauf. You will organize and do it at every place of worship and PTA meeting, on the baseball field, at your place of work, at your school board and your community board, at your precinct community council. You will find every place you can to stand with your American brothers and sisters and speak and proclaim freedom to the nations, and you will not ever, ever allow yourself to be called a name you know does not reflect what is in your heart and soul. Tell those who say you're bigoted or irrational to ask about the sources of funding of a $150 million mega mosque run by a guy who thinks we caused 9/11. You will tell those that you're investigating all this, and if you're told that you should be investigated because you're asking why the State Department is sending a Sharia promoter across the globe on your dime, you tell those folks that no, perhaps you are the bigot and irrational ones, or worse, but we shall not be moved. We shall not comply. We are not Sharia compliant. We shall not comply. We are America. You will ignore those who say you're a racist and phobic and hardline, extreme and crazy and stupid and unnuanced. Oh, yeah. And you will say, get lost. I know who I am, and I know what I am, and I know what America is all about. I am an American, and I owe you no further explanation. Because we are Americans, and our forefathers gave the world the greatest gift of enlightened courage ever known to mankind. We will not be moved. When you are told that you are less and you are worse and you are stupider than the ruling class,